Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. Let me try to find this on my iPad as well so I can see your guys' comments. Hey, it came up right away. I didn't have to sit there forever trying to find it. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, come on. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Well, it looks like nobody else is online right now. It's just me. So most of you guys have to watch this later. So I have gone through a lot with this. Just the easiest custom in the world is making a spike collar is all I was trying to do. Should be super easy. Shouldn't be a pain. I first used this paint. I found out that it did not dry ever and would have stayed wet on the rubber just because of the material consistencies. And then I coated it with a black wash that of course just made it worse. But I've since then switched to this one, and at first I put it on too soon and it was still wet. So now I have waited a long time since I painted them. I didn't go back and make them closer because I figured it's just staying the way it is now. So let's get these dogs done and get this over with. Which is funny, I was telling my wife, I'm spending all this time making these stupid things, these dogs, and they're just going to end up in my plastic tub when it's all done. And I started thinking about, what, that's kind of sad in a way that I'm going to spend all this time getting these just right, and then they're just going to spend the rest of their days in a plastic tub because I'm not ever going to get around to pulling them out to, play with them or anything else. So, I don't know. It just sounds weird. Somewhere along the line, I just stopped playing with my figures, and I don't know. It's just something happened. Something happened. All right. Let's get this head on so I can get this done. I'm tired of these videos. Like you guys are tired of them too. What is this? The fourth one I've made of doing this custom. And like I said, it's supposed to be a really easy custom. Shouldn't be anything to it at all. Just popping the head off, putting on a spike collar, putting the head back on. Ooh. Ta-da. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Jason, thanks for joining us. So look at that. Finally got one done. Ooh. Now, someone was mentioning to me that I should go and buy the Ghostbusters dogs, the Hellhounds, and just use their heads. But that seems like a pretty spendy thing just for the heads. And besides that, I'm actually okay with these heads. I don't need to match the cartoon exactly. I need it just to work when I pull my figures out, that if I do decide to do something with them, that I can have some fun. Ooh. There we go. Wow, that was almost uneventful at this point because it's taken so long. You guys I already know what's going to happen. Isn't it just pull those off and put them on? Oh, good. See, the sword paint's not sticking anymore. Hooray. Hooray. Now Count Marzo has his dogs. Dun dun dun. Whew. What a hassle. Hey, Lewis, thanks for joining me. Hey, Jason, thanks for being here. Hey, Mr. 93, thanks for joining us. Let's see, Pop Actor. I just left Bubbles to be here. Sorry, man. Oh, man. Did you guys see that She-Hulk? I just saw last Thursday's episode. Oh, I should make a whole entire video about it. There's just some crazy, crazy things with that video. Or that show. Anyway, so now it's time for you to vote. So, do you guys like the purple dogs? Or do you like the dogs I had in the past, which I believe were some kind of wolf zombie creature from The Hobbit? Which do you prefer for Marzo? I keep wanting to call him Marzoff instead of Marzo. Count Marzo. So there are your choices. I want She-Hulk figured. They actually have a figure of She-Hulk coming out. It looks pretty cool. Just wearing the tennis shoes. All right, so here's this dog here. And here is this dog here. Now, I know I probably could put a wash on it and change it. Lewis likes the Lord of the Rings wolves better. Wow. Oh. Let's see what other people's comments are. Black Phoenix 77 likes purple. I kind of like the gray, but the purple has a cool pop. They're supposed to be rats. Yes, they were transformed rats into dogs. Yep. Oop. That is true. It's funny, I've been working on trying to get my my rig all set up here for my sound and light and camera. And let me show you guys this while you guys are voting on the dogs, so you can see my mess here. So here's my rig, and up here it goes around. There's my light, there's my microphone, here's my camera tripod spot right here where it hooks on. And when I first did this, the table just bent in, so I had to add some wood to it to strengthen it. And now that I have this at a weird angle for the camera, everything's freaking out on me, because like this is at an angle now, so it keeps falling, so I need to tighten that joint. And it's like, when you got one thing solved, everything else falls apart. So there you go. There's my mic, there's my sound, or my light. And it just seems to work better if I can just get the camera rig to work. It works so much better. I'm currently trying to get Faker's top back on. All right. Ew, rats. Yes. It does seem kind of strange he'd pick rats to turn into dogs. You know, I don't know exactly what the whole story is about that. I could see these guys sitting around writing the script for this. What's his name? Dean. How about we use rats and turn them into dogs? That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I think so too. Yep. Yeah, I have to admit, these do have, like I said, originally, I thought this was the way to go. And I could see, maybe to some people they still are. I'm probably going to end up keeping them both, because I'm just that way, so I can pull out what I want to at that moment, depending on how I feel. But the Bronx one looks like they match up with Panther. Yep, I think so too. Willard is a cool movie. Yes, the hairless part does help. But sometimes for toys, they'll make things that are hairy and they'll look smooth. Like we've seen that with Beast Man, where he actually came out looking smooth in Filmation release of Beast Man. Anyway, I'm happy. I know it was kind of a spendy venture just to get 2 dogs from my guy. And the funny thing is, like I said, I'm probably going to pack them in their box, and they'll probably sit there for the next 10 years, and I'll pull them out and say, oh yeah, I remember I made these by taking just so funny. Like I said, it should be the easiest custom in the world. Whoop. It should be the easiest custom in the world, and here it was so difficult just to get the paint on there. Hope that does not rip apart. I can see this is already starting to slide down. Slide down, Freddie Brown. There we go. Black Phoenix said he senses the purple ones look cooler to me. They tried to kill Kevin Smith at the MSG careers. Smith was a Patsy. Sorry. Hey, Leo X Rocks. It's okay, you're late. I'm just going to get ready to end this. I just wanted to be a quick update because, like I said, I've been spending so long trying to get these stupid things to work that I wanted to show success. I almost didn't even make the video. I felt kind of dumb even making it because it's like, well, obviously you guys know I'm just going to stick them on now. But, and I know it's really not much of a custom. I customized this whole figure. What'd you do? I made the collar. It does sound, like really not much of a custom. Not really. But, and it's even worse than that. I can see showing it to somebody else. Well, it looks really cool except for that stupid collar. Yeah, that's the one part I made. And it's funny, I've used these collars before for stuff. Like, let me show you. I've shown you before. When I did this guy, that's where the other purple collar went. Because originally I made him purple for the dogs one time, and I was making a bunch of them. That's why I had one purple one left from yesterday. See? And I thought for Skeletor's ride to use the purple collar on there. Anyway, that's for my classics Skeletor. I don't actually have a classic Skeletor sitting out anymore. Let's see. What it made up. Todd looks cool sometimes. The smallest tweak makes the biggest difference. Thanks, Alf. I appreciate that. Thanks, Leo X Rocks. Kevin Smith was a patsy. See, Lewis says, I'm happy one of my kids visit me after work, and we sat and watched Cobra Kai. It was a good afternoon. Is the new Cobra Kai out? Maybe I'm going to have to watch it with my wife because we've been watching all of them. Yep, it's bedtime. Netflix wanted Revelations to fail. That kid is a keeper. Oh, okay. See, this is what I consider a cool custom. Bum, bum, bum. I know it's obviously way cool. So most of you guys have seen this many times, but it was just sitting here glowing on my table for no reason. I mean, I'll put them back. Anyway, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and hopefully I will make this She-Ra video sooner than later. The problem is, why I haven't just got around and just quickly made it, is I want to pull out a bunch of other She-Ras and do some comparisons and everything else, and have an actual good video showing all kinds of cool stuff, not just open this box and let it go. I want to actually have a little fun with it. And I've just been, my She-Ra box is on the bottom down here. I think it's this one right here. And it's like, man, I know it's not that hard to pull it out. I could just yank it out and do a quick She-Ra video. And I do have a She-Ra sitting right here, the Bubble Power one. Bubble Power She-Ra without her Bubble Power outfit on the outside. But I just want to do it right. I want to have a lot of fun going through the whole history of She-Ra. But it's funny is I don't have an 80s She-Ra anymore. I was going to buy one for my last She-Ra video I made, and I had it in my cart and everything else, and checked out Bobacon and other places, and then I just never got around to getting her. The price just, outweighed the need. So I may make the She-Ra video not live so I can show some pictures on the internet. So we'll see. Look at that mess. See, here's how Hebrew keeps his paints. What a disaster. All right, really, I'm going now. Let's see if someone told me if the new Cobra Kai is out yet. Do you prefer the Karate Kid movies or Cobra Kai? So I liked the first Karate Kid movie. That was pretty fun. But after a while, that got kind of ridiculous. So I do like Cobra Kai, though. I really like the character of the bad guy, the blonde guy. That's pretty cool, Johnny. And so I do like the character of Johnny. I didn't like Johnny in the original movies, but I do like who he became as an actor and as a person. So it's kind of cool to watch. All right. So I did not go with the Ghostbusters dogs that I was planning on originally. Didn't even buy them. So, on with Bronx. Alright, you guys. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Still have a crush on the girl from the first movie. Yeah. Still, no one's told me if the new Cobra Kai's out. Is season 4 out? Let me know. She was cute. Alright. I think it's time to give you guys the boot. Whose boot is this? Is this Man at Arms? Or is this I think this is the anti-verse He-Man, isn't it? Let's take a look here. Oh well. Those would make good boots for a 2000X He-Man. They're nice and dark brown. Whose ever boots they were. Alright. On to the next video maybe tonight. I will see. Hey now. You know, let's not pick on Kevin Smith about crying. So leave the poor dude alone. Yes, it is hard to see a grown man cry, but sometimes, you know, you're in that part of life, and things get rough sometimes. And the internet can be a pretty cruel thing. We've seen it just tear people up and totally cause them mental disorders and everything else. So, you know, we don't know what he's going through. So, and who knows? Maybe he thought he was going to do a really cool thing, and it ended up blowing up in his face. So, anyway, remember, we did like Kevin Smith before that came out. So remember that. Keep that in mind. At one time, we did like Kevin Smith. And he did a solid to Stan Lee, too. So, anyway. Waiting to hear back from Barbados Customs. Hopefully you hear back from him soon, man. Now, is that for the purple armor? Just make Clerks 3. Alright, you guys. Really, this is the end. Good journey.